right, well, we wrapped up the Grand Valley State University meet here just before Christmas and sent our team home with their marching orders to be fit and ready to go when they get back. Grand Valley went well. We had 4 school records, including freshman Lino Mogorovic in the hurdles. Bree Walker opened up with a school record in the dash, and both relays ran well. Allison set a school record in the shot put, and so I'm excited about where we started there in December. The real question is, how did our athletes do over break? I hope they all went home and trained with a sense of urgency, because on Saturday they will be revealed. We go down to the University of Illinois for our first meet. I believe Illinois will be competing along with DePaul, Loyola, and I'm not sure who else is in there. I think 4 or 5 teams in the event. And so we're looking forward to it. It's an opener, so we'll do a few different things. Not all of our athletes will be in their specialty events, and not all of our athletes will open up. I think we've entered about 36 of our 60, and so we're excited to get started. We still have a number of freshmen that I have never seen compete, one of our transfers who I've not yet seen compete, so I'm very excited to see how they do. I know they're excited to put on the uniform and get started. But this is the first step toward getting the teams ready for the Missouri Valley Championship later this winter, the indoor championship.
Training at home is definitely different. There are some benefits. I was able to run on an indoor track, but it's really small, so that makes it a little more difficult. But it was nice to be able to get out of the cold Chicago weather for a while and get some training in.
Training for me is a little different. I go back to Denver, Colorado, so as you can imagine, training is a little more difficult for me with the lack of oxygen and stuff. So Coach Wakenet does a really good job of bringing me challenging workouts, and I have to sometimes tweak them a little bit so I can actually finish them. But actually, the weather back home was way better than the weather back here in Chicago. So a couple of my workouts, I was running without a shirt, and I had a 400-meter Mondo track to work on. So my training back home was actually really, really well, so I'm excited to see how that pays off this weekend.
I'm working on the sprints this weekend, which isn't my main event, so that'll give me a chance to work on my speed and see how I can run a 200, work on my 400 a little more. As for the team, I know we're all just excited to get out on the track and show them what we're made of and make our way into the Missouri Valley.
This weekend I'll be running the mile, and this is the first time I've run the mile since high school, so 4 years ago. So I'm just excited to get out there and compete, see how fast I can run. And again, we're running on a 200-meter flat track, which will be what we'll be running on the MVC Championship. So this is a good opportunity to get used to this type of surface and see how fast or how slow you can go around those tight turns. And so that's just for me, just to kind of get out there, get back and competing. And as for a team, I think a lot of us just want to get out there, kind of shake some of the rust off, because we haven't competed in about a month now, and just get out there, compete against some Big Ten schools, and kind of get our momentum going to the end of the season, to the MVC Championship.